My name is Paul Wolliver. I'm the owner of Pinellas Power Products. And this is the demonstration video for my extended runtime fuel kit for single cylinder, single phase open frame generators that run either the genuine Honda or a Honda clone engine, anywhere from 360 cc's all the way to 520 cc's. It's easy to identify the genuine Honda or Honda clone motors for that matter, because they'll use a single bolt in the center of the valve cover as opposed to 4 or 5 bolts. Here, let me put up a graphic for you. If you notice, the one on the left has a single bolt in the center, and this kit will work on those generators. If it has 4 bolts or 5 bolts, this kit will not work on them. If you have a generator with 4 or 5 bolts, please get in touch with me and I'll recommend the proper kit for your generator. While we're on the subject, if you need to get in touch with me, please do not attempt to contact me through YouTube comments. If you need to get in touch with me with any questions whatsoever that are not answered on my website or in the product pages or on the FAQ pages, if you look in the description of this video, you'll see a link to my website, and there you can either get in touch with me by email or by phone. And I can answer any questions you might have or recommend the appropriate kit for your generator. And with that, let's go ahead and get started with how this works. I'll be demonstrating this kit using a Furman 10,000. However, this extended runtime fuel kit will work on any single cylinder, single phase, open frame generator running either the genuine Honda or a clone of the genuine Honda from 360 cc's all the way to 520 cc's. The most common question I'm asked is, can I still use the stock tank if I have installed your extended runtime fuel kit? And the answer is absolutely yes. And I'll cover exactly how to do that when I show the operational procedure of this generator. Real quickly, it will allow you to run off of any size fuel tank you want, anywhere from 3 to 300 gallons. Personally, I do like the fuel caddies the best because the fuel caddies are larger than the small portable tanks. Number 2, they have wheels on them, so it makes them easier to use. At my age, wheels beats no wheels every time. And number 3, they do not use a lift tube, so they have none of the problems associated with the lift tube. And if you go to my website, you can get all the background information on that too. Real quickly, in addition to all the parts that you saw installed in the installation instruction video, if you've watched that yet, the kit will have a fuel hose with a prime bulb, and the prime bulb has an arrow showing the direction of fuel flow. The kit also has a quick disconnect fitting that you would either install in the top of your marine fuel tank, or if you're using a fuel caddy, you can either use a 1/2 hose barb to attach from this to the fuel caddy, or I have a fuel caddy connector kit available on my website so that it allows you to get everything at one time. The operation is very simple. Take the fuel hose and observe the direction of fuel flow on the arrow, and that would be flowing from the tank to the generator. So you'll connect one end to the fuel tank. If your fuel tank has a manual shutoff valve, you would go ahead and open that now. If your remote tank has a manual fuel vent, you would go ahead and open that now. Then you would take the other end of the fuel hose and connect it to the quick disconnect port on the generator. If your generator is multi-fuel or has a fuel selector valve on the front, you would put the fuel selector valve in the gasoline or on position. Then, in order to run it on the stock tank, you would put this fuel shutoff valve in the on position. However, to run it off the remote tank, you would put the fuel shutoff valve in the off position. Then you would pump the prime bulb until it became firm. If this was the first time you were using it, remember this whole hose is full of air, not gasoline. So you're going to have to pump it quite a bit to get gasoline visible in the fuel filter. I had this one running earlier today, so there's already gasoline visible in the filter. So now, to start the generator, if you had a manual choke, you would choke it. This particular generator has an automatic choke, so we're just going to hit the start button. And it's that simple. If you have any questions whatsoever, please do not contact me through YouTube. If you look, there is a link to my website where you can get my email or my phone number and get in touch with me, and I can answer any questions you may have. I thank you for your time.